Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. Now, I am trying to figure out which one of my videos that I want to explore with you all. And I believe sometimes I get stuck overthinking, trying to figure out, okay, what does the LFR family want to check out today? What do they want to learn today? What do you want to discuss today? Because something has fallen on my lap, a compilation of videos of different things. And I want to share with you all, but sometimes, you know, you've seen some of these probably. I have not. All right. And I like to check out things for the first time with you all. And I like to enjoy them all and discuss these things with you all while we check them out. If you like this sort of video, please do me a favor and hit the like button. And the reason why we want to hit the like button is because YouTube is a business, simple and plain. And what they want to do is make sure that the people who decide to spend their time on their platform, they want to make sure that you are satisfied customers. And if you're checking out videos and you're not liking them and you're not engaging or anything like that, it's not going to show. It's not going to show. It's not going to expand. It's not, the algorithm will fall off. It's not going to be as big as it could possibly be. So by you liking the video, you say, you know what? I like this type of video. Let's do it again. All right. So without further wait, I'm just going to go ahead and don my tools and we're going to jump right into it because I look forward to being entertained by this and I might even fuss a little bit. We'll see.
Was the one moment
I remember
the chaos in Baltimore
I remember
that had
that.
people cheering for more.
Mother of the Year.
I leaped out of my
Yes.
chair and said, yes!
I was captivated.
Captivated by a Baltimore mother reading the riot act to her 16-year-old son.
I remember that. I remember that youngin was out there protesting, not protesting like, hell no, we won't go. Just walking around with signs and stuff like that. He wasn't doing that. He was out there with the youngins who was throwing stuff at people and at businesses and trying to loot and all that other stuff. And his mom knew that he was out there. I don't know how she found out that he was out there, but she found him. She went down there and she found him and she commenced to whooping his little ass.
To remove him from the riot, we now know her name is Toya Graham, and she's a single mom of 5 girls and a boy.
Whoa.
Here's what she told CBS
5
News
girls.
about her brand of tough love.
That's my only son. And at the end of the day, I don't want him to be a Freddie Gray.
The Baltimore man whose death in police custody sparked protests, her tough discipline won muttered admiration and outright applause.
Of a mother desperately trying to keep her son from joining the rioters. And you know, she saw. Yeah!
She quickly started to trend on Twitter, #BaltimoreMom. She went to pick up her son at the mall because she heard trouble was brewing there.
Here's the thing, guys, and I don't think that there's no correct way to parent, but I do think that there's some good practices that we can put into place extremely early. I think that a lot of times what we see our children act out doing, they get some of those tendencies from us. And I don't know this young lady. I do not know her. And I mean no disrespect to this lady. But we do have to consider the fact that you are a single mom of 6 children. And listen, of 6 children, 5 girls and 1 boy. And the oldest of them, he's probably one of the oldest because she don't look that old. He's probably the oldest. He's paying attention to his mom and the way she's living or has been living. And he's just doing his own thing. Clearly, he felt like he had a right to be able to skip school on that day and do whatever he wanted. Now, I know his apparently their wires got mixed up because that was not the agreement, according to the video where his mom found him out there and started whooping his tail. But You can't listen. Sometimes we wait until the last minute to try to parent the way that we're supposed to be parenting, and to try to live by and show them how to do things by example. And if he's watching his mom, who is a single mom of 6 kids, out there now trying to be super mom, I don't know. Listen, don't attack me for daggone saying that this lady should have done what she had to do before this, because I will have to know more about her to see why she's a single parent of 6 at that young age. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now, good job finding him and whooping his tail, but where's hubby? You know what I mean? Where's the husband? Where's the father? Where are they? I'm assuming that there's 1 or 2, that's 2 at least dads that helped make those 6 babies, unless it was one dad who tragically died in war or something like that. I don't know, or is arrested for doing something that arrested for something that he didn't do. We need to discuss those type of things as well. I'm real big on accountability. Sorry.
He said, Mom, when I seen you, my instinct was to run. I'm a no-tolerant mother. He knew he was in trouble.
The video was shared and analyzed from the right.
Like, look, right there is the moment that I think just gripped my heart.
And the left.
Here's a kid that'll take a brick and throw at a cop, but ducks when his mother comes and slap him.
Is he the perfect boy? No, he's not. But he's mine.
Send in the moms, read one headline. Maybe you really are the mother of all moms when you can inspire this kind of look in your tough guy son.
I think one of the prevailing things that are happening here is that what I'm hearing is this intense...
Hold up. And before I get into this next one, I just want to say, I mean no disrespect to any single moms out there. None whatsoever. So if I sound like I'm trying to be holier than thou and all this other stuff, I apologize for coming off that way. I'm so serious. But at some point, we need to, why are we celebrating someone with 6 children and she's doing it all alone? Something had to happen in order for those 6 kids to be born and her have to do it all alone, and her son to even think that he can do what the heck he's out there doing. I mean, he felt entitled to do those things. Something let him think that he could do those things. I was one of those kids. I grew up that way. I knew that I can skip school. I knew that I can get out there and throw rocks at people's cars and do all the dumb stuff that I was doing. I'm just saying. So at some point, we need to take some type of accountability, and I will not. I celebrate you for stopping your son in the 11th hour from doing something that could have possibly ended him up in jail or worse off, even dead. But hopefully you're doing something. You made a correction with the rest of your children so that they not even think that they have that ability to get out there and do whatever the heck they want to do when they want to do it.
Sort of discussion around self-hatred and when you're in a bigger body. And I wanted to ask people, like down the front there, you who's 20, is your life better? Are you happier? Is everything better now that you're slightly smaller than you were before? I mean, I think one of the things
let's get an answer to the question. Are you?
Absolutely. And I'm not a little bit smaller, I'm a lot smaller. And I did do research into everything. I can still have kids, and that may not have happened if I had stayed the size I was. Like, my question to you is, can you honestly say that you are 100% happy and healthy? Like, you have no medical conditions whatsoever. You have no problems at all with your health at your weight as compared to...
Can we have an answer? No. The question's been asked. What's the answer?
I think it's really interesting that I feel like I need to justify my existence in this room.
No, but hang on a minute. You asked her to justify her decision.
I asked her if she was happy. I didn't ask her to justify what...
You did, young lady. You did. You had her justify, well, you lost all that weight, but you're probably not even happy. Are you even happy? Because I know I'm happy, and I'm still the same weight I was, and I'm gonna be bigger when I leave this show because I got some snacks in my pocket.
Her health issues now, or if there is any.
But have you got any health issues?
No, I'm perfectly happy.
I'd love to know, like, what do you see as healthy with eating?
Yeah, it's interesting that you've just assumed that I eat bad food because of my size.
I'd love to know, because if you're
really healthy. Do you have any joint issues, or so you're completely?
I swim 2.5 kilometres a day. I walk. I exercise all the time. I am in a synchronized swimming team, and I really resent the fact that I have to actually justify my existence and my ability to live in the world in a
You are not the victim, big lady. You are not the victim, big lady.
bigger body.
But we're all talking about health tonight. I mean, the whole show is about weight and health.
No,
so
what
it's
we're
not an
talking about
unreasonable
is surgery, and we haven't actually talked about the possibility that you can actually live in your life.
No, but we
in
have.
This body.
We have talked about that. But all I'm saying is that a question to anyone about what they eat in the context of this program, anyone in this room, is perfectly reasonable, I think.
But it's interesting that they've only been directed at fat people.
No. It's not about being fat or not being fat. It's about what everybody eats. Well, it's about what everybody eats and what health is. What health
You're conflating fashion and
No,
eating and
I'm
health.
asking. No. I'm not conflating anything. I'm saying I think it's perfectly reasonable in the context of a discussion where you've got research that suggests that people who are overweight and people who are obese can be more prone to particular health problems. I think it's quite reasonable in that context when we're talking about diet, we're talking about losing weight, gaining weight.
Particular health problems, like Candace Owens even mentioned. I mean, there's a great deal of people. I think like 56% of people? No, it was just black women, but women are passing away from obesity. So there's a health issue right there. Like, regardless of, forget the joint problems, forget you having problems in your joints and whatnot. Obesity itself is and of itself is an issue. So, and young lady, if you are going to point someone else out that's in the show and have them justify losing weight and accuse them of possibly not being happy because they're so-called healthy now because they lost all this weight, you can also be asked questions without feeling like you're being attacked or without feeling like a victim all of a sudden. And then you say, I swim 2 kilometers every day and I run and I jog and I work out and I do all this other stuff. That's good. Now, speaking as a skinny guy, I know for a fact that you can be skinny and not healthy. And I know that you can be fat and healthy. Maybe that's just your bone structure. Maybe that's just the way your parents were built this way, your grandparents, and that's something that came down the line. You could still be like extremely healthy. I know some people who are big people, big men who can outrun me, like some big guys, and they're not super like muscular looking either. They look actually like they can't run as fast as they can run. They look like they can't move as fast as they can move, but for them, they are healthy and they do move and they do most of their physical activity at work, not at a gym. So yeah, that can be the case. But when you're just outright obese and you see no need in doing anything about your weight, then and you're in a conversation about weight and health, you can't then start accusing people of pointing you out and trying to push. What's the word I'm looking for? Trying to pick on you because you're big. That's not right at all. I mean, y'all let me know, because maybe I'm just lost in this. Maybe I'm lost in this. I know how skinny. Look how skinny I am. I've been trying to gain weight. I've been trying to gain weight for 40 daggone years. I've been overeating. I went like months at midnight, right before I went to sleep, eating whole pints of daggone ice cream. Ben & Jerry's, whole pints of ice cream. Which one was it? Dang it. It was the one with the chocolate in it, and it was vanilla ice cream with chocolate, Jerry Garcia, and it had cherries in it. Jerry Garcia, Cherry Garcia is what it was called, and it was delicious. And butter pecan, oh my gracious, ooh! But it did nothing but break me out, gave me stomach issues, and it made me feel worse than I did before. So I stopped doing that. I was eating heavy meals before going to sleep. I still eat like tuna fish sandwiches and all that other stuff before I go to sleep because I just don't have a healthy eating schedule. Maybe I'm just supposed to be skinny. I'm supposed to be slim. Everybody's not supposed to look the same way, be built the same way, and all those other things. But when you're having a conversation with people, you cannot automatically jump to, I'm the victim. I don't know. I feel uncomfortable that y'all are pointing me out and y'all are highlighting my health all of a sudden when you done did the same exact thing. You got to play it the way that, you know what I mean? If you accuse somebody of it, they should be able to accuse you of it. Point blank, period, in my opinion. But y'all let me know how y'all felt about that in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I'm Van, and now we are all the LFR family, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video, and hopefully inside the Patreon as well. Y'all have been amazing per usual. Love y'all. Bye. Okay, now cut this off.